Y'all, this is too much what is going on in these Huntsville streets between Mel and Martell.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.
What is going on with Martell? Oh my gosh. This whole I don't want men watching my kids argument, that must be the only thing that Martell can say. That must be his only leg to stand up on, because what else is your problem? Why are you bringing Melanie to court? It's not that serious. Why are you trying to fight for full custody? Are you going to be able to tell us why you feel as though that Mel is an unfit mom? Because if not, you just need to sit there and eat your food. Let the court order stand the way that it is. Stop trying to be a bitter Betty and just let it go. It's more so like, I'm thinking this is not about the kids. It's definitely about trying to control Melody as if he's still her husband. Don't worry about how she moving, what she doing, who she talking to, who she doing with. Like, it's not that serious, Martell. And it's just like, don't waste the court's time on your foolishness, on your hurt feelings. Just do what you need to do to move on and heal. That's everything that I be advocating for all the time, Martell. Have people in the comments dragging me for taking up for you. Because I just want you to be a good dad for your kids. It's not helping you doing what you're doing on social media. Don't do that. Just like I be trying to take up for you and try to make people not talk about you, and not try to say anything bad about you for the sake of your kids. Stop trying to drag and pull Melody underneath the bus, because it's not that serious. Until you have some concrete evidence, leave it alone. Just let everything happen as it's supposed to, because right now I'm not feeling it. And it's kind of making me mad that Martell doesn't see himself. Like, this is literally because of your own undoing, Martell. We wouldn't even be in the court. We wouldn't even be going through custody situations if you would have just stayed home. Like, you're saying you don't want Melody to have men watching your kids, but what about Melody? She didn't want you to have a side chick either. And she definitely probably did not want you to have a baby with another woman with the side chick. So we can't always have what we want, can we? So you need to just relax on this, okay? As long as your kids are not being neglected, they're not being abused or anything like that, just relax. You know, like, that's one thing about it. That's how come I, like, stick up for Martell, y'all, because, you know, in scenes on the show, when the kids see him, they're happy. Like, they light up and things like that, and vice versa when they're with Melody. So it's just like, you see that your kids are fine. Regardless of the situation that you think that they're in, they're okay. You can no longer dictate how things go when they're with Melody. That was your job when you guys were married. But when the divorce happened, you kind of forsake those rights. You forego those rights. You cannot monitor everything that she does, okay? And I'm not saying he can't express his concerns, because I would feel the same way if Melody felt a way about anything that Martell was doing. If anybody, family member, relative had some concerns, like, I would want to hear them out as well. So it's not that he's wrong with expressing his concerns, but I just feel like it's not worth going to court for. Like, just go ahead and get it mediated. And if she say no, then it is what it is. It is what it is. It's not that serious to get no full custody for. Like, really? Can you show us how Melody was being neglectful? Let's look online and see what constitutes a parent getting full custody, because obviously he don't know. But at this point, just let the courts handle the courts how it's supposed to. There's no need to go public and go live and talk about this. And then I want y'all to also notice another thing. Notice he ain't never go live or speak publicly concerning Sheree or Arian. So I hope they see where his heart is. See, ain't y'all glad I asked y'all that question? Who y'all think he's gonna end up with? He still love his ex-wife. I hope they see this. Because really, it's no reason to even really be going back and forth with each other. If y'all going to court and all that other stuff, then the court's gonna handle it. It's gonna be fine. But the fact that you feel as though you need to go on live and state your story, it's just giving too much. And especially now that we hear what your concerns are. Martell, leave it alone. You know good and well Melody is not going to have anybody watch your kids that ain't responsible, that she hasn't vet, that she don't know. You know that. You know that of her. When has she ever done that when y'all was married? Was she letting random people watch your kids in those kind of situations? No. So just stop. Just like you trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, and it's not that serious. And you see all this back and forth that Martell is doing, you could tell that he regrets his decision. And that's why a part of me has compassion on him. Even though I may be like very naive in this, I do have compassion for him because we are literally witnessing how someone's selfishness, how someone's arrogance, how someone's pride can literally remove them out of their blessing, like get them out of position from receiving their blessing. And it's just it's very sad to see how one little decision, how one selfish thing can really change the trajectory of your whole entire life. Because that's the thing, when you get married, it is about you and that other person. So you are going to have to sacrifice and forego some of your needs, because like I always say, your husband or wife is not your Jesus. That person cannot fulfill every single desire within you. And I think that's where we got it wrong. Then I'm actually like reading about what marriage really is. It's like, it's not that fairy tale thing that we thought it was going to be. So if you are a broken person, if you have areas in your life that aren't filled, as a single, they're not going to get filled in marriage. If anything, they make it amplified, because the simple fact, you're adding on kids and other family members, in-laws, and then you still got to work, and it may amplify those insecurities that you may have. It may amplify those times of loneliness that you may have already. So you cannot do that. So don't try to, I didn't like that from the beginning, to make it seem as though like Melody wasn't doing everything that she was supposed to do as a wife. Look, in the areas where she was lacking, that's where you're supposed to come in and help her. It's not all about you and your needs. And I feel like sometimes we don't realize that. So many men want wives, but they don't want to do what it takes to be a husband. Don't you think Melody needs some help too? Some covering, some love, like some support to build her up so she can, expand and help you. It's a partnership kind of thing, all right? So that's what I wanted to say on that. But I also like how Melody is handling this situation as well. When she was ready to give up that $17,000 in the story, in her story, she mentioned that once Martell, didn't give it back to her by the date that the court ordered him to. It's giving me whole Tina Turner. What's love got to do with it? He can have everything except my name. I worked too hard for that.
I'll give up all that other stuff, but only if I get to keep my name.
She just said, Melody just wanted to be done with the divorce. And I feel that. That's how you know somebody is done. When they don't even care about the money, the gifts, the pearls, the jewelry, and the furs, and they just want you out of their life. If it requires losing money and material items, so be it. Just get away from me. Ooh, that's how I know Melody is serious. When a woman's fed up. Sorry. I think we're being in R. Kelly music. Okay, my bad. I don't want to offend nobody. So I kind of have to disagree with Melody when she put in her story, talking about Martell, your priority ain't the kids and their well-being. Your priority is what it has been since the marriage. I actually have to disagree with her. In my opinion, his priority ain't no hoe either. His priority is you, Melody. He still has feelings for you. He still feels though that he can dictate what you do and how you move. He still thinks that he's your husband even though y'all have a divorce. So I do feel like his priority ain't just definitely not Arian. It's most definitely you, and maybe trying to bring you down or hurt you or try to getting your way, because he probably sees how you're thriving and moving without him. And I feel like what he's doing is just trying to throw stones and distract you in a way. So I feel like his priority is kind of to break you down. I feel as though he definitely ain't worried about no Arian, because he already know he got her in his back pocket. If he say jump, she gonna say how high. So he already got her. But it's you he don't got, because he can't control you. You see, that be the thing. Y'all can't be giving in to guys. For some reason, they like them when you're difficult and when you pay them no mind. That's when they want you the most, as Martell's acting. And I also don't like the fact that he brought up how Melody is losing friends. Okay, big deal. We're grown. People gonna lose friends. This ain't high school. What? That's why you ain't got no friends on it. So what? When you notice when you grow up is when sometimes if you have healthy family members and stuff like that, your family be becoming your friends. You think, oh my gosh, you're not as annoying as you were when we were growing up. You really love them. You really love your siblings and all that other stuff, and they become your friends. So for Martell to say that, it's just okay, who cares? So what? All right. Some people grow apart. Some people move to different places. Some people are strictly work friends. So if they go to another corporation or job, you don't talk to that person no more. Like, what? So you're gonna try to say I'm losing? Like, who cares? So I just don't understand how that was supposed to be a dig, but I'm glad Melody didn't pay it no mind and she really didn't care. And another thing, I'm so glad Melody cleared up who finna have 4 kids with a bad parent. Exactly. That's how I felt. Until Mel said anything bad about Martell and how he isn't being a parent, is not good parent, it's not up to me to say that he's not. So now that she actually did say, she never said anything negative about his parenting, she never had a problem with his parenting up until the divorce, then that's what I'm gonna go by, you know? So now that she put that out there, I can use that. You know, but I can't sit up there and use my own opinion to say if he's a good dad or not, you know, just based off of what we see. Yes, what he did was wrong to his family, but I never heard, like I said, Melody said he was a bad parent or anything, and she would know better than any of us. We're just kind of watching from the outside. So I'm glad that she cleared that up. So that's what I wanted to say about this whole situation. Overall, this is definitely giving me controlling vibes, because I have yet to hear or see how the kids have been in any danger or being neglected somehow when the children are with Melody. So I don't really know why Martell is trying to make this whole full custody a thing. Like I said, I can't tell anybody how to parent. You know, I can't say that he can't have his concerns, because I feel as though any parent should be able to have those concerns. It would be the same thing if he said, I feel like, if Melody said, I feel like the kids watch too much TV when they're with Martell. Like, I feel like that's something that we should listen to. Regardless of any concerns, I feel like every parent has a right to express their concerns. But I feel as though when it comes down to like that whole custody thing, then that's why I'm like, okay, you have to give more substantial claims other than, oh, I don't want the kids to be watched by men, and oh, it's too many babies. Like, how can you prove that? And especially if the men are her family members, it's just like, whoa, okay. And like someone else mentioned, we're acting like women can't be predators. I seen Antoine Fisher, so you know. But like I said, I really do feel as though Mel is going to know who's around her children, just like I would hope Martell would do the same thing. Like, he definitely probably vets the people that's around. Like, I'm going to give him that. So the fact that he don't want to do the same for Melody is kind of like very troubling. Stop trying to act like this lady is a stranger to you. Y'all shared a bed together. You know she has good reasoning skills. You know she knew what she's doing. So stop it, because like people were saying, you're coming off a little bitter, Martell. I don't like it, but that's okay. Next video, we're going to talk about how men can heal after a divorce. Because, you know, I'm here to help, not hurt or harm. Each one, teach one. That's what this channel going to be about. Other than that, let me know what y'all think about this whole debacle. I had another video in mind to talk about. I still may talk about it. But yeah, this was, breaking news kind of. But other than that, I will talk to you guys again soon.